talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Are you clean, crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. Video description, all your postal needs. All the information that you guys email me, it's in the video description. Loans, home information, credit unions, everything in the video description. Let's talk. Jay just had a bad day today. Had to teach a class today. And it was a little rambunctious. I usually have good control over my class. It wasn't that bad when it came down to them being rambunctious. What did bother me, though, was the one student that could not let the phone go. Now, that's the first and last time I'll ever encounter that, because you're not even hired yet and you can't let your phone go for 5 hours. It's distracting. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful to me. It's one thing to get a text message in the middle of, a seminar or whatever the case is, but to continually text after I've asked numerous times, that will never happen again. And if the person happens to pick up their phone when they're actually doing the test, they'll be asked to leave. So this leads me to the type of employees that we have, this newer generation of employees. And I was asked to speak about it because one of my friends that's a supervisor say, "Yo, Jay, why you keep slamming the supervisor?" I said, "Cause y'all ain't shit." He said, "Yeah, I get it, but I'm a good one." "Yeah, but you're far few in between." I mean, I get it, but my postal family don't get it. So I just wanted to put a couple things out there because there's a couple things that are going to be going on, and it has to do with your hours. It has to do with any of the assistants, any of the PSCs, your hours. And I 100% agree with it. This is just me and it's my personal opinion, but who the hell am I? So an employee was asked, a new city carrier assistant, I guess within the first 7-8 months or whatever, asked to go back out. That's what all of you have done. You've all been asked at one point or another to go back out, and turned and told the supervisor, "No, I have an appointment." And the supervisor was like, "But you kind of knew that today's the heaviest day." "Well, I got a nail appointment." And the supervisor can't stop you because you say, "No, it is what it is." They're not going to write you up. At least I don't think they are. But person said they had a nail appointment and they were taken off the schedule. And that I agree with. You don't want to work. Your job as an assistant. You don't want to work. It was early in the day too. You don't want to work. Take them off the schedule. And does that force them to quit? No. It forces them to know there's a responsibility to home life and there's a responsibility to your work life. And for some reason, the newer generation of workers, not saying the newer generation in general, feel as if this place owes them. No, you are providing a service, and in turn for the work that you provide is the money that you earn. So if you provide work, that's where your money comes from, right? Your services will get you paid. That's the concept. So for everybody that was there before you, you're not doing anything different, because every CCA that's converted, congratulations. Every CCA that's about to convert, because you're coming up on your 2 years, congratulations. Every PSC that's coming up on your 2 years, congratulations. Every mail handler assistant that's coming up on your 2 years, congratulations. But when you see somebody just walk into the post office and feel as if they're entitled to what you slaved for, I'm going to use that word, what you slaved for, all the sleepless nights, all the heartaches, the physical aches that you went through within these last 2 years. The new people, these are within the last 2 years. You are almost there. to the career status. Do you feel as if somebody that walks in the door deserves what you got? Just not have to go back out, not have to work hard, but they're able to take off whenever they want to. They come in with requests. Well, I need these 3 weeks off in June. Chick, I haven't had 3 weeks off yet. I'm almost career. So you see where the sense of entitlement, it behooves me. And when this situation is happening, I know they're having the union sit down and they have the managers sit down. I don't know if this is going nationwide. Maybe I'm just nosy, or maybe I'm lucky to just kind of hear things that are going on. And the union is sitting down with management. They're going over your rule books. I like to call them rule books. They're going over the union contract of the do's and don'ts, basically interpreting the contracts so that management knows what they can and can't do. And what they can do is take you off the schedule, because no assistant is guaranteed hours. No assistant, no PSC is guaranteed hours. And the moment you just feel complacent and feel like, oh, well, if I leave today, it's all right, I'm gonna be all right. When you start seeing it hit your pockets and wondering why, well, who's to blame for it? Now, I'm not saying anybody should go out and slave labor themselves. But who's to determine what you feel is slave labor? These people got me working 8 hours a day. This is crazy in that hot sun. What? 8 hours a day? Have you ever looked at an Amazon driver? Or a UPS driver? Or one of your fellow USPS drivers that have been there for years before you? They've all done it. Well, they make more money than me because they've been there longer than you. So the sense of entitlement is beyond me. But here, they're coming up with new strategies and new techniques for discipline that is legit. It is legit. And do I agree? My opinion, yes. Hell yeah. You don't want to come to work, or you don't want to do a little bit of extra work? Because again, your job, when you come in as an assistant or you come in as non-career, you're not coming in as a bid. And if you look up your job description, it tells you that in your job description. You don't have set hours. You don't have a set route. You don't have set anything except for a pay per hour. That's it. You want to enjoy the spoils of what people have done before you. Even my man, Steve Torres, I think that's his name. He angry about everything. I'm sure he would agree that if I just came off the streets, do I deserve your vacation time? No, I gotta work for it. I didn't earn none of this yet. And a lot of the people are doing this to themselves. A lot of them are doing it to themselves. I heard about an employee that cheats the system. Let's just say that. And she stays out late every day on purpose, because in her mind, she's gonna set her hours on how much overtime she needs. This is an assistant, CCA. So what she does is she knows she's gonna sit out X amount of hours so that she can equal her 10 or 11 hours, whatever it is, because she wants to make, 52 to 53 hours a week. So when they send somebody to help, another person, to go help them and take a piece, that's what y'all call it, a piece from that person, she argues with them and has the audacity to tell them, you are effing with my money. What? This is what management deals with. This is what management deals with. Set in their head, I'm gonna make this amount of money. Don't send me no help. And when the help comes, gives other CCAs, other carriers that want to go home, they're like, yo, I went to help this chick, and this chick telling me that I'm effing with her money. What is this foolishness? This is what all of you know, unless you don't work at a station, all of you know this happens. They want to work, and then they go do a piece. Let's say they take a small piece off of this girl, take a small piece off, go do the whole tray, come back, and the girl is in the same spot, still playing on her phone. Idle time, I guess that's what y'all call it. stationary time. And then when somebody brings this girl into the office and wants to discipline, she want to call for the union to complain. Oh, I was a lot of work. And then, damned if you do, damned if you don't. This is the foolishness. And regardless of whether or not you're not in management, as a worker that has been there for at least a year and a half, 2 years, you know your own struggles that you dealt with, whether you're a mail handler assistant, whether you're a PSC at the station or a PSC at the plant, or you're a city's carrier assistant. Or a rural carrier assistant. The assistants, your job is to assist. You don't have set schedules. And now, if they turn around and start playing with those hours, and it's not that they're playing with the hours, but if you refuse the work because you've always been protected, whatever, and they turn around and say, okay, cool, take you off the schedule for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm getting emails of people doing that, and I don't like to I love the emails from you guys, and you guys asking me personal questions behind the scene. I address some of it I don't. Sometimes I give you the raw truth of my opinions, and they get offended, they don't write me back. But when I give you the information, you can't be mad about it. Well, I told them that, X, Y, Z, and I said, well, did you let them know beforehand that you were gonna have X, going on? Well, no, but they should understand. Their job is to manage the building. Now, if it's something serious, a last minute thing, but you knew about this about a month beforehand, you want to tell them that day? You know what I mean? People get stuck between this I deserve and what you earn. You deserve what you work for. At the end of the day, we in life, in humanity, are not gifted anything except for a death sentence at the end of our life. That's what we're gifted with. Everything in between the death sentence since you were born is what you put into it. That's reality. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but it's rough. It's rough for the few and the many that put their energy into working. And then you got the bad apples that trickle in. And once they're in, it's hard to get rid of them. But when they start playing with your hours, not talking about them saying, with the consolidations. I'm talking about you really being that asshole and getting hours taken away from you because you were that asshole that felt entitled. I think it's good for you. Now, nobody watching me is in that category, right? Nah, not my people. Because all of the people that get offended, they always stop watching me and they go watch the other people that I promoted already. So, make no difference. Nonetheless, I love you all. It's JH, and I pray that girl, one of the people in the class better call that girl and let her know. Boy, even if you play with your watch and start texting in the vehicle while I'm your instructor, you out of it. You're out of there. Get out of there. This is JH. And I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.